3,000. That's right, we flipped more than 3,000 profitable houses and can teach you how to do the same thing. Click the Academy link for your free roadmap to financial freedom.
Hey, my name is Pete Cook. I live in St. Augustine, Florida. I own a real estate company, brokerage called May Real Estate Group. Also own an investment company where we do some wholesaling and fix and flips, buy and hold, pretty much everything in real estate. Or to do it, I want results. I don't want to be thinking about everything. I don't need another concept. I'm not in college anymore. I want to know if you came to work out with me, I would tell you how to train. I would not only tell you to train, I would just set up the training, you do it, you're going to get results. And that's what I found with Peter. My thoughts on Peter's program, it starts with Julie Hicks and then goes to Peter and goes to his whole group. They are the real deal. Hands down, 100%. I put my hand on a Bible and say it. They get results.
Hey, this is Peter Vekselman. So today I want to talk to you about a topic of co-wholesaling. And if you would all follow me, you know I'm a huge proponent of that. Both co-wholesaling in terms of having your deals sold by other wholesalers and wholesaling in terms of getting your deals from other co-wholesalers. So I want to talk to you about a conversation I had with somebody, actually a coaching client of mine. It was earlier today. And they called me and they said, gosh, Pete, this deal we gave you in Florida, it was right in your market, and you weren't excited about it. You told us right away as soon as we emailed it to you that you were going to run it. They wanted me to basically run a deal that they found through another wholesaler in Florida. They wanted me to run it through my list. And I emailed them back right away and I said, I'm not going to run another wholesaler's deal through my list. And so they emailed me back and they said, well, why wouldn't you do that? And then actually they ended up calling me. And the reason that we do not run right now other wholesaler deals through our list is, it's what I call, we want to remain our list very pure. We want to have our own deals only. That way our buyers know they're dealing directly with the source. They're not involved in any kind of a daisy chain or anything like that. And so, but these guys, these coaching clients, they were pressing me on that. Like, well, Pete, you're always promoting it. As a matter of fact, you told us, and these guys are huge at wholesaling. They are making about 90% of their money off co-wholesaling. So they were totally thrown off track why I would not do that. And here was my rationale of why I would not run a deal through our investor database. Again, because we want to keep our list pure. We want to make sure our investors, our buyers know they're dealing directly with the source of real estate, no daisy chain. But the other thing I said is, look guys, I don't have to co-wholesale from the acquisition side. I said, I'm putting 1 or 2 deals into my inventory on a daily basis. I don't need to put other people's deals into the mix. And again, they just kept on pushing like, well, Pete, you're telling us to do it. And they said, so if you were to do it, how would you do it? And every once in a while, we have been known actually to run other wholesaler deals through our database to get it out to our investors. And here's the only way we do it. When we do it, we absolutely have to take the contract the wholesaler has directly with the seller. We want to make sure it's a legit deal. And we actually call the seller ourselves. We don't go around the wholesaler. We tell the wholesaler ahead of time we're going to do that. And we tell the seller that we at that point are taking over the deal. That we are this wholesaler's partners, we're their kind of funding partner, their money partner, and going forward, they will be communicating directly with us. They will be, the closing will be through us, closing attorneys will be through us, any questions will come through us and all that, and we're always keeping the wholesaler in a loop, but the bottom line is we take control of the deal. See, when you take control of the deal through other people that bring you the deals, whether they're bird dogs, whether they're wholesalers, again, it eliminates this whole frustration that I know many of you have been through. If you're doing this deal, you're moving somebody else's deal. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, this deal's been gone for 5 days. Or you realize you're not even dealing directly with the source. So make sure you are working directly with the sellers if you're working with wholesalers. So those are the two reasons. A, we don't need to run other deals through our network. We got plenty of our own deals. And B, in the case that when we do, we literally take over the deal. Now, we co-wholesale on the back end all day long. Other wholesalers want to move our properties. We love it. We appreciate it. We pay them great commissions. We'll do that. But not an acquisition side. So finally, when these guys, I think they finally understood what I was telling them, they kind of asked one more time in a different way the same question. And so here's kind of the story I told them. I told them a story of a buddy of mine who used to be a football player in college. And one day he falls asleep during team practice. They had some kind of meetings, in classroom meetings. They were watching film. After they're done in that film session, the coach comes up to him and suspends him for a week. And so the week goes by, he gets back in there. A couple weeks later, there's another guy sleeping during a film session, and the coach does nothing to him. So my buddy comes up to the coach after practice, says, I don't understand. I was sleeping, you suspend me for a week. He's sleeping, you don't say a word. He said, yeah. That's because you are who you are, and this guy's a first-team All-American, okay? So the bottom line is rules don't always apply 100% all the way across board with everything. In the model I'm in, huge proponent of wholesaling, co-wholesaling, but only on the disposition side, on the sales side. We do not need to do it on the acquisition side. But if you're in a position right now where you don't have enough deals coming in, or you're struggling to get consistency of deals, you absolutely positively should be co-wholesaling on the acquisition side also. I've made tons of money doing that in my early career, and then again, even in certain circumstances, still do it. So co-wholesaling, whichever side you fall on, maybe both sides, absolutely must have.